Education is the key to success for individuals and as a nation. However, America is failing at it big time. Studies show the difference between American students and the rest of the world is significantly different. We simply are not on the same playing field as everyone else. Why is this? Is it because Americans are simply lazy? Is it because our school systems don't implement corporal punishment? No, neither of those reasons are correct. It's simply because the quality of education is not at the top of the totem pole when it comes to relevance and importance. Nationally and on a state base, we obsess with testing versus teaching children information to remember for a lifetime. In Texas, we have a statewide teaching curriculum called C-Scope. I find it similar to a mini communism of education when it comes to the world in Texas. It's all about giving every student the same information, the same coursework, and expecting them to have these same opportunities. While it sounds good on paper, does it actually work? Personally, I believe it restricts these spectacular teachers and leaves lesson plans simply boring. Will the students truly learn if the teaching material is bland and designed for students to pass one test? Not only will students not care to learn, but it may spoil their idea of gaining knowledge and education beyond school. And also, according to the OECD, American high schools are even more boring than schools in nearly every other country. Another aspect is standardized testing. Coming from a high school who struggles to be academically acceptable the past few years, I know the obsession over STAR. When they have a right to. When the government determines how much money your school receives based off of test scores because of the No Child Left Behind Act, it becomes a desperate and struggling environment. Teachers are worried that they might lose their jobs, and administration is worried that the state might come and shut us down. So, therefore, the scare tactic has been put into place for teachers and students. However, placing fear into teenagers and children might not go over so well and might just result in the exact opposite expectations. Every school board meeting, every class lesson, and college admissions is all primarily based off of standardized test scores versus education itself. That is where we fail. That is a false determiner of quality of education and how well a student does on any one-day timed test. During the 2013 American Education Research Association speech, Secretary of Education Art Duncan expressed his opinion on such tests, stating, "State assessments in mathematics and English often fail to capture the full spectrum of what students know and can do. Students, parents, and educators know that there are much more to a sound education than picking the right answer on a multiple-choice question." I agree with him completely. However, I'm not implying that we don't need standardized multiple-choice tests. I just don't believe in the importance that the state and nation places on them. I believe it's simply wrong. Of course, if schools do not have any state tests to meet requirements on, then unfortunately teachers or students might take advantage of the situation. Schools might truly fail as educators if they felt like they could do anything they wanted. However, adjusting standardized tests to more open-ended questions so that the student can express their knowledge and placing a lower importance on these scores while letting GPA and class participation reflect whether or not this child has gained the knowledge it has needed to pass. I believe this will create a better and long-term beneficial environment for both students and teachers. In conclusion, to improve education in America, we must focus on teaching children knowledge of the world, create a rigorous yet intriguing learning environment, and instead of teaching children to pass a test, give them the tools to be successful in life.